Hello, brothers and sisters, in Jesus Christ's name. This is your brother Jesse. Listen, guys, just bear with me. This is my first video. Guys, for a year now, I've had Christ pulling on my heartstrings to get me to come on here and tell my testimony on how He's saved me and how He's walked with me in my life. Now, I'm not going to be editing anything. This is just genuine me speaking. So, bear with me if at times it's this is my first video, so it's a little this is all new for me, so I'm just getting on here. um well, my goal was, guys, was to truly get on here and connect with other true believers in Christ and to fellowship with people that have gone through some of the same things that I've gone through. And even if you aren't a Christ believer yet and you're still lost in this world, I still would like to connect with you guys and talk to you guys, and hopefully my testimony and what I'm going to be sharing with you in my upcoming videos is going to help you come to Christ. I mean, it's I really just can't tell you enough. If it wasn't for God, I don't even know how I would even be here right now if it wasn't for Him. You know, the things I've been through in life, like getting over drug addiction, sex addiction. I mean, all these addictions in life that I used to have, and now that He's totally healed me and got me away from everything is crazy. The anxiety and depression that I used to have, guys, unbelievable. Like I said, I'm gonna get into all that stuff in my videos coming up. So you guys are gonna want to stick with me to listen to all these stories. But I've seen a lot of chosen people and a lot of chosen videos on here, and I have connected with quite a lot of people on here, and I'm going to tell you what, guys, it's remarkable how our stories are very similar, and we all have a different walk with life, with Christ. But it's remarkable on how our stories are so similar, and it's crazy, you know. When you're saved by God. So let me just tell you a little bit of myself. So I live in a little town. I live in a small town of 8,000. All right. I live in Maine. All right. And all I can tell you is that I've always been different than everybody. And I have never, ever met a true Christ believer like myself. I mean, all these people that go to church, I've just never met anyone truly saved like me, except for online. So all this crazy stuff that happens to you in life and all the things that God has revealed to me and shown me is like, I have no one to talk to this stuff about. Like, there's no one I can just go to in my town and talk about all this. I mean, at this point, once you're saved, I mean, pretty much your whole family, abandoned you, your friends go against you. Like, you're pretty much alone now. Like, nobody wants anything to do with you. Like, you've been pretty much shunned out of your town, or everyone just quits talking to you and they think you're weird or strange. um, Guys, I know what that's like, man. People have always thought I was very different growing up, and I am. I'm very different. I'm a very authentic person. I have a pure heart. God has given you a pure heart if you're a chosen one, or a brother or sister that's saved. So, guys, it's hard for me to connect with anyone up here. I've lived here most of my life. I mean, I've moved some other places. Like, I live down in Portland, Maine, and that's the biggest city in Maine, of course. And I've lived there, like 4.5 years. and went to college. And yet, I still haven't met anybody. And I know a lot of people. I had sales jobs where I've worked all over this state and connected with thousands and thousands of people, guys. you know, to find someone that's got a pure heart like you and who is truly saved by God, it is so rare. It's so rare to find it in person. You wish that person was around that you could fellowship with, but there's nobody. And all these things that have happened to you in your life that are crazy, you can't just go around telling people these, things that have happened to you, like supernatural things that are going on in your life, and things God has opened you up to, like seeing demons in people and like supernatural events. It's crazy. Like you can't just go talk to anyone about that. Like they'll lock you up in a freaking psych ward, and that's what they want. I mean, it's like, man, your life as a chosen one is not easy. I mean, you've got the devil attacking you every day, spiritual warfare. Man, I have fallen down so many times in my life, guys. And you cannot even imagine how many times God has came and lifted me up. I mean, people are truly, I think, amazed and wondering how I'm still standing today and how I've picked myself up from all of the horrific things that have happened to me. I mean, guys, I've had business I lost, um, people stealing from me, people taking advantage of me because I have such a kind heart. And man, I mean, everyone pretty much is going to betray you. It's unbelievable. And you can't just, you know, talk to anybody about this stuff. No one's going to believe you. A lot of people, yeah, they'll be like, oh, yeah, well, you got screwed over. Too bad. No one cares. No one cares, guys. And it's like you're put on this earth as a beacon of light to shine, and people see that in you. You know, like you are shining a light on the evil in this world. So, you're alone. I mean, it gets to the point, guys, like I used to be really popular. I used to hang with groups of friends. It was crazy. Tons of people, always out. I was in the social scene, in the who's who of the town. That whole scene of always drinking, partying, doing drugs. I mean, with everybody. I mean, we're talking pillars of the community. They're all doing that stuff, having a great time, and then for God to come in and take you out of all that is just truly amazing. Like, I can't believe that I've even gotten this far. I mean, I didn't know how I was ever going to quit any of that stuff, guys, until God. So, as a chosen one, like, when everyone abandons you guys and you've got no one else in your life to talk to, you got like no friends left, everyone's gone. God makes it so he's the only one you can turn to. And that's what you're going to do. You will turn to God. Um, if it wasn't for him, I mean, I don't know. I truly wouldn't be here. It's remarkable. Um, like as a chosen one, like you're gonna become from a dysfunctional family. Like I came from a very, physically abusive family, mentally abusive. Um, my whole life growing up, it just felt like, I never felt love until I found God. You know, um, God just really came at a time in my life when I was really down in the dumps and I had nobody with me. And God came and picked me up and he's given me that hope. And I've always had that faith. You know, um, Even from a little boy, God has showed me some signs. Like I've seen supernatural things in my life when I was a kid, but I just, kind of shrug it off and, y- you're really not sure if God's real. And um, it's just, it's just amazing how, you know, when you are down in your hopeless moments in your life, when you have nothing else, no one to help you, no one to help come pick you up, he comes in and has just turned my life totally around. Like, guys, I have so many videos and testimonies I'm going to be talking about everything. It was hard to do this first video and get on here and talk about, it's more of an introduction, doing an introduction and stuff. And by the way, guys, I'm 42 and God truly got me to come to him about 2 years ago. So I was about 40 years old. And it's a shame that it took so long for me to just to wake up and see like what was going on around me and all this spiritual warfare and all these attacks from the devil that you don't even realize that's happening at the time because you're stuck in the matrix. You're distracted by so many things that, you know, yeah, family, friends are distracting you. They're getting in your way of your progress. No one wants to see you do good. And you're wondering why, like, I've got other brothers and sisters. They're always praising them. Oh, you did a good job. Oh, look at this business your brother's doing. Look at your sister. She just got her master's degree. And you know what I mean? You've done so many things in life, and then you get, it's just failure after failure after failure. It's like nothing works out for you. I mean, there's always something going on. And I'm telling you guys, it has been a struggle. It has been a struggle all my life. I've had to just dig every penny out of the mud. I mean, just always barely hang on by a thread, it seems. But you know what? God has never let me go without. And I'll tell you what, I've been at rock bottom several times in my life. And I will get to those stories as I go further on with these videos. But I wanted to get on here, guys. I really need, even if you're a non-believer, the biggest thing is to get new people, bring people to Christ and let them hear the stories of the things I've done, or the stuff, or the stuff He's done for me. And I mean, it's truly remarkable that I'm even here, being able to talk to you guys with this. I mean, I should have been dead a few times, and it's crazy. And at this point in my life, 42, I could write a novel about all the crazy things that have happened to me and how the Lord has always came in at the last minute and was always there to pick me up out of it. It's funny, like a lot of people will be like, "Man, I don't know how you come out smelling like a rose every time." Like people thinks, you're in like this, you got some huge, like crazy stuff going on in your life, and people are like, "Oh no, he'll never get out of this one." And no, I'm going to tell you what, every time I thought I was down and out for the count, never thought I could come out of it, God always came into my life and picked me up. And it's truly remarkable. Like, I really can't wait to get on here and really start sharing my testimonies and stories. You guys are going to be thrilled. I mean, it's unbelievable. And it can only be God that can do it. And there's no other rhyme or reason. The supernatural things that He's been able to come in and do has left a lot of people speechless, and no one can figure out, like, how are you that lucky to have come out of it? And I'm thinking, like, lucky? Like, yes, I'm truly blessed and truly lucky, but the devil just keeps attacking every single day. It's like when you think you're getting on top and you start to finally do good, something else just keeps on coming to knock you down again, to knock you off your square. And it's just crazy, guys. But everything that's happened to me in my life and being abandoned by everybody in my life is truly, like, it will truly, it will make you seek God. You have no choice but to come to God because you don't have anyone else. You don't know any other way. How are you, you have nobody. But you know what? You have God. And He's going to let you know that He's got your back. Guys, a lot of these other chosen videos that I've seen people make on here, it's really great. It has helped me out a lot to know that there's other people out there like me that are going through some of these same things, and to know that I'm not just seeing stuff and I'm not crazy. I mean, like I said, I've been all around this state, and I'm not saying that I know everyone, but I've been in contact with thousands and thousands of people, and I have yet to meet one that is truly saved in person. Besides online here, I've never met a saved person face to face, or not that I knew of, at the time. Guys, it's it's so crazy. You're gonna want to stick with me because these the events that have happened in my life just cannot be explained. It's totally wild. Um, you know, I truly give all the glory to God. Um, he's given me all the wisdom and the courage and strength to get on here and finally start doing this, which he's been wanting me to do for a year now. But I just finally just worked up the gall to get on here because, I had a lot of other things going on in life, a lot of distractions, a lot of things that I'm trying to do besides do this. Um, but God has just pushed me and pushed me and pushed me. And it's gotten to the point where I couldn't even stand it anymore. And I needed to get on here. Um, but I hope to hear from a lot of you people. I'm looking forward to fellowshipping and talking to people. I can't wait to, hear stories from people and what God has done for you in your life as well. Um, it really is truly amazing, guys. Really, I just can't believe I'm able to sit here right now. All the things that he's brought me out of I'm so grateful every day. And guys, I'm telling you what, to know that you're going to go to heaven, and that once you're saved, God, you will go to heaven. When you know that, it's such a relief. Like, now when something bad happens to me, guys, like, I don't even get that worked up anymore. Like, God's put me through so many trials and tribulations in my life that now that he's done that, guys, like, I handle stuff way better, and trust and knowing that he's got my back and he's with me all the time now, I just don't stress anymore, guys. I really don't. And it is truly amazing to have that comfort that he's there with you and he's got your back, even when no one else does and no one else understands you. No one could ever truly understand what you're going through unless you were truly saved. And that's why it was so important to me, to get on here and, talk to you guys. And I want to connect with you guys, and hopefully help each other out. And I want to help, like I said, I want to help people that don't believe in God right now, but I'd like to bring you to God. And I know my stories and testimonies there's going to be no clue. There's going to be there's going to be no question whether or not God is real. He is the realest, most truest thing I've ever known in my life. He is the truth and the light. I just can't wait, guys. I can't wait to be getting all these videos on here for you guys. I got so much to say. God has put so much wisdom into me over the years. As a chosen one, you seek for knowledge all the time, and you go looking for it. You thirst for it every day. So you're constantly learning new things all the time. You're constantly growing in life. You are overcoming obstacles all the time. You got the enemy fighting you every day. Guys, I've had things happen to me in my life that the average person could never go through. They would have crumbled. They could never go what you've gone through being saved. It's crazy, everything. If someone said, someone once said, like, if someone were to say, if I offered you, $200 billion right now, and you not be saved, or have Christ by your side every day, I would turn down that $2 billion every day, any day of the week. To me, it's priceless. To have that, knowing that you're going to be going to heaven, is just, it's crazy. It gives you something to hope for. It gives you that faith, knowing that God's got your back, and you're gonna get to be in heaven one day, and you're gonna get to, give all the glory to him and be with him and be by his side. It just really gives you a peace of mind, and it's so remarkable, guys. And I know I'm rambling on here, and I'm sorry. This is, like I said, it's my first video, and I can't wait to get into all my topics I'm going to talk about, and all the things I've had to go through in life and how he's been there. It's just, oh gosh, you guys, I really hope you guys, tune in and comment. And I'd like to even hear, some things that you guys want me to talk about. I'm going to talk about everything in life, like talk about a lot of life experiences I've had, and hopefully I can teach the younger people to learn from things what I went through and not, and what not to do and all the mistakes I went through. I mean, that's what I really want to do. I mean, I think it's unbelievable that I've seen a ton of like early 20s and 30, early people in their early 30s, of all ages, but a lot of the younger ones, like, man, I am, it's truly remarkable that they found God that early. They are so lucky because, man, I was living for this world for so long, and it just took me so long to open my eyes and for God to awaken me to what was going on and to see the truth. I mean, the discernment he was giving me and these things. I mean, yeah, you're in shock for for a while, and it takes time to process all that stuff that you can't believe, you just can't even imagine. All this stuff that's going on around you was just a complete lie your whole life. And man, it's a lot to process. And it's a lot to process to think that little old me, just little old me, God is with me. Like celebrities don't even have that. Can you imagine? God is connected to me right now and working through me. It's unbelievable. It truly is amazing. And I just really hope to share, my stories and testimonies are going to be unbelievable. You're going to want to hear it, guys. And I really look forward to, talking to you guys and hopefully, fellowshipping and getting to know other people that are saved. It's been a journey. It's been crazy. And I'll tell you what, I'm doing probably better than I've ever done in life right now, but I'm telling you what, it's still a constant battle. I mean, stuff is still coming at me day after day. I mean, there's really no, like, there's not a lot of downtime. Like, there's just one thing just comes at you, right? One thing after another. But the one thing I am doing is fully relying on God and putting all my faith and my trust in God that everything's going to be all right. I mean, God has a destiny. I believe God has a destiny for you and for everybody, and it will happen. He is going to make sure you fill your destiny, and there's no question in my mind. And He's got something big and better for everyone. But you need to follow the path. I mean, guys, like I have given up so much. Like I've given up sex. There's no masturbation, no nothing. I'm practicing semen retention, and we're going to talk about that too. Giving up secular music, guys. I used to like all that stuff too, and giving up everything in this world. It's crazy how I used to love everything in this world. I used to live for everything the devil. All the sin, everything, all these sin I used to do, and now. It's crazy. 2 years later, I am like finally walking in God's path the way He wants me to walk in it. Like guys, like everything in your life is going to completely change, and it's going to be for the better. And it's about being obedient to God and doing what He wants you to do. And then the blessings, He's going to start sending you more and more blessings all the time. He has blessed me. The last 2 years, He has blessed me quite a bit for being obedient and really coming to Him. But I'm telling you, like, I really, really dug hard into the Bible when I had no hope. And like I said, when at first everyone turned against me and I had nobody left to talk to. I mean, I really just dug my head into that Bible and just started reading and reading, and and then you get to realize, like, wow, your life story is biblical. I mean, your life story has a lot of common things with other people's stories that were in the Bible, and your walk is a lot like Jesus. So, guys, I mean, I really truly am so grateful to God every day and so blessed. Even though this life is so hard, don't get me right, it's very, very hard, but I feel so blessed at the same times for the experiences He's given me and how He's built me up as a person and all the hardships and stuff that gotten me to this point in my life. Like, I'm unbreakable. There is nothing anyone can do to me now. What I've been through in life, once I start telling my testimony, you guys are gonna be, you're gonna be like, wow, that's crazy. I can't believe that. But it's truly remarkable, guys. Like, I am a warrior. I'm a warrior now. There is nothing that will ever break me. He's brought me up so tough, and there isn't nothing. There isn't anything you can't do. There's nothing I can't do. And, you know, and the skills that he's given me in life, I mean, so grateful, guys, so grateful. And I'm sorry, guys, if I'm rambling on, um, I just, it just gives me great comfort, to have him in my life every day like he does. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna call this video here in a minute. I just wanted to say, keep an eye out for my videos. I got some great content coming up. A lot of great things I'm going to talk about, and I hope to hear from you guys. So please, guys, please like, share, and subscribe, and I really appreciate you. Have a good night, everyone.